Welcome to the first episode of I don't know what the hell this is going to be called.
That's not the name of it.
Yeah,
Thanks, Chris.
Okay.
it's going to be. I think we're going to call it Dorm Talk for now, but until then we'll figure out. There's Father's Day was an option.
Yeah. We're not dads.
I like Ignorance Hour. Ignorance Hour is pretty dope.
It's a good call.
Anyway, if y'all have any name suggestions, let us know.
Spy on over here.
Yeah. Coming at you live from Syracuse, New York, which is basically Antarctica right now.
Day Hall. Florida.
Still shorts weather.
Yeah. I mean, Chris never wears...
I've seen him in pants one time.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you in pants.
He was when he came to eat with us.
Went to the waffle place.
To the waffle place
yeah.
on Halloween.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Chris wore pants.
I don't know.
I do remember that because I remember we said we were going to change and then you were like, what?
Yeah, we're going out to a nice restaurant. All right, I'll put on some pants. But we went to a waffle place.
We went to a waffle place that was drug infested and
Yeah.
it was Halloween and there was like a bunch of...
I learned my lesson, never wearing pants again.
Nah, that night was crazy. That was like, you saw like a different, like, on coke
Yeah.
girl like every 5 minutes.
That was true crackhead energy.
Never go to downtown Syracuse on Halloween weekend because you will see and hear things that you
Do not want
to see and hear. But anyway, there's about 2.5 feet of snow on the ground out there, probably drifts more. But it was got into the negatives last night, and as a Southern boy, I'll admit that. You know,
You're going all in here.
This is something new.
John
That's not what
says
we
that
agreed on.
Virginia's not.
I'm not a
South.
Southern boy, but
We'll get into that.
more Southern than here, you know. Speaking of that, we had this like long discussion yesterday about what was South.
This has been
And
ongoing for a
this
while,
is-
actually. Like a couple. It's been
It's
happening
been
for like a
yeah.
month.
You can't be friends with someone if you can't argue about the stupidest things, you know.
Chris and I got into a heated argument over a couple of, like, basically all of last semester about whether you
Yeah.
could run over someone with a blimp. I lost. I didn't think you could. They proved me wrong.
That was the easiest. You lost because you admitted it yourself.
Yeah. My logic threw me under the bus.
It took me from September though to get him to lose.
Yeah. I thought.
Yeah,
well,
but it took me like 3 hours.
Yeah, I helped crack him though.
We basically got him to say like, I don't know. He admitted that if a blimp was sliding on the ground,
it could
Yeah,
run
you
someone.
don't
It
need
could run
wheels to
someone
run
over.
over something.
and then that means a blimp can run over something. So
Yes, I admit it now.
Yeah.
You know.
Blimp can run over someone.
Yeah.
It'd be
But-
really hard to.
But we had this argument over what was South, and the whole recurring joke is because I'm from Charlottesville, Virginia, which is Central Virginia,
South.
where the racists are, and not really, but we can. That's okay.
That's a whole nother story.
We were trying to figure out if it was South or not. I don't consider it South.
I don't think it's South either.
It's the South.
Um,
It is in the South.
I mean, if you're going off of like Civil War times, then we'll call it the South. But you know,
I would say that's when the strict boundaries of what was considered North and South began to get drawn up.
all right. But how is Virginia South, but West Virginia was North? If it's the same.
Okay, we need a map so we can I can draw out here.
West Virginia and Virginia are like right next to each other.
Yeah.
Isn't West Virginia like a little bit higher?
It's west of Virginia.
Yeah.
So no, it's not north of Virginia.
I didn't say it was
The
North of
part
Virginia.
there is a tiny little part that's north of Virginia,
There you go.
like a tiny little sliver.
Okay.
But most of the state is right next to Virginia. But that's the North. Is that what you're saying?
I think West Virginia, because there's a point where
I know the answer to this. I know what's south. Virginia's not south.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I'll just accept your all-knowing
Good, I'm happy.
authority on the topic.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm gonna pull up a map. I can show you.
I got you.
North
We're gonna
Carolina,
pull up a map
across
here.
to Tennessee and Arkansas. That's the border. Those 3 states south is the South.
Thank you.
Let's-
I agree with
Let's make
this.
this full screen here so I can prove you guys wrong. I don't have Jake here, Jake is on my side here, so we'll show you.
Virginia is Mid-Atlantic.
That's not a region.
Mid-Atlantic, it goes from Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is not
And New York.
Mid-Atlantic.
New York is not
New-
mid-Atlantic. New
I'll
York
look
is
up the
northeast.
definition right now.
New York is
Mid-Atlantic.
northeast.
Jonathan, you might
Let's
have
stick
just
to the
lost.
south.
You might have just lost a vote over here.
Look at look at this.
Why is that in a different color?
Virginia, West Virginia,
Why are those two in a
Pennsylvania.
different color?
I don't know.
New York
They're-
is the northeast.
New York is northeast.
I'll
is
give New York
Pennsylvania.
as the
They
northeast.
said New
Pennsylvania
Jersey.
is not-
They said New Jersey is Mid-Atlantic.
New
That is
Jersey doesn't
not-
matter,
New that's facts.
I'm from New Jersey. in
and
case
it
we
doesn't
couldn't tell
matter.
that.
Yeah.
That is
Go
not
back to the
correct.
other
Go
map.
back to the other map, Jonathan. You're
Okay,
getting-
we'll stop with New York. I'll concede New York is the north.
You'll concede New York.
Arkansas, Tennessee, North Carolina.
That's the- that's the line.
That's where the South starts.
Yes.
And then down
So
Louisiana.
you're saying
So Missouri's not in the south.
And then no.
No.
And then Louisiana, Mississippi,
Missouri
Alabama,
is as central
Georgia,
as you can get.
South Carolina.
Here's what
Those are all south.
Here's what
But
Florida
you're-
is like another country.
Excuse me. Hold on. Can I get a word in edgewise, please?
But you said yesterday that Missouri and Missouri was south, but Kansas wasn't.
Kansas
They're
is
right
dead
next
center.
to each other.
Kansas is dead
You said
center.
half of
Okay.
Kansas City is
Well,
south,
Tennessee-
and the other half is Midwest.
Tennessee, I said.
No, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Because half of it is in Kansas and half of it is in
I'll
Missouri.
concede Missouri. Although Missouri does play in the Southeastern Conference. But that doesn't
Okay,
really
but the
matter.
conference just doesn't matter.
Yeah, the conference
Notre
doesn't
Dame
matter.
is in the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Notre Dame is in
Kansas City's in
independent
that.
for football.
Kansas
Notre
City
Dame's
Chiefs are in the
ACC.
AFC West.
That's true. All right, I'll concede Missouri. This is how I think the South goes.
What are you doing?
He just
So
he,
I think
drew,
it
he
goes-
drew a line from above Oklahoma, above Arkansas, above Tennessee, and then he just like included
going
Virginia
up.
with the South.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
No, this is what it is. It goes like that. It goes like that. It goes
Look
like
at
that.
this,
and it
bro.
goes like that.
Just look at this, bro.
It's a
There's like a
straight
straight
line.
line.
It's lined
and
up
then you had the
perfectly.
audacity to go up with Virginia.
I think
It's a straight line right there.
Okay, but you're saying that the only thing you can define a region as is just like.
No, I'm not
strictly
saying that, but I'm
geographically?
saying that
Well,
that's
your-
not a
correct.
coincidence.
That's not a coincidence.
No.
You're wrong here.
Okay, so what does that line divide?
This line,
Yeah.
Nothing.
the
That's
Dakotas
irrelevant.
from everything else.
Well, it's
We're
a
not-
line right there. Is that just a coincidence?
We're not talking
We're
about.
not talking about that. We're talking about the South. and
I'm
the
I'm
North.
trying to pick your argument apart piece by
The
piece.
Dakotas don't even exist. So that's just the start of the West right there. I mean, the Dakotas are in the West. We can talk about that. Is Texas in the West?
The
Is that what you're
Dakotas are in
saying?
the west, but Kansas is not in the west.
Kansas is in the central part of the country.
So
I
that's-
said the
that's
Dakotas
not the
don't
central part of the
exist.
country?
The Dakotas don't exist.
And then you said
North
that-
Dakota might as well be Canada.
the Dakotas exist as much as Central Jersey.
I'm from the population, the midpoint of Central Jersey, exact middle where based on population. That's what the town I'm from. Shout out Milltown. No one knows that we exist. Everyone thinks we're Middletown. I hate it. Anyway, going back to my original argument. So you're saying that, and here's my question. So down here, let's say on the southern half of Virginia, what's that area like? Is it like Maryland or is it more like North Carolina?
Southern half of Virginia.
Yeah.
As you go farther down, it does feel more south.
Okay.
But when you're in the northern part of Virginia, and when you go to Charlottesville, I mean, I guess Charlottesville is kind of in the middle. But like anywhere north of Charlottesville,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel south at all.
Okay,
If
so
you go to
Charlotte-
DC,
Where's Charlottesville? Can you point out to me on
Charlottesville
Virginia?
is smack dab in the middle.
Smack the middle.
Nah.
So now you're gonna
We'll split it in
up
half.
You're gonna
Virginia?
split it up. No, what are you doing?
So you're
bro?
saying that half of
you're
the state
splitting
feel-
up Virginia.
So you just said that half of the state feels like not the South, but half of the state feels like the South.
I said
Wait,
it feels more
So,
southern.
Is Kentucky south?
The first state that feels completely
I've
southern.
been to Kentucky. I
The
don't know what
first
it's-
state
what it's
that
like.
feels completely southern when you go down I-95 is
You're-
North Carolina.
So the first state.
When you're in North
completely-
Carolina, the complete state of North Carolina.
So
feels
by
like
that
you're in
same
the south.
metric, when you're going up, Virginia is the first state that feels completely northern.
No.
Okay, so
it's
then you-
mid-Atlantic. That's what
So-
I've been saying. It's
That-
not north and it's not south. It's mid-Atlantic. That's what I've been saying the entire time. When you go on weather.com and it says Mid-Atlantic radar, let me look this up. Mid-Atlantic radar.
I did not open this year right. I'm catching L's left and right.
Mid-Atlantic radar.
That's including Philly
I said Pennsylvania was Mid-Atlantic.
and New York.
No, but it doesn't have the whole state of New York. It cuts it off.
It's got the vast majority. It cuts off the little bit at the top. So you're saying we can cut states there, but we can't cut them
So-
over there?
It's part of the Mid-Atlantic. What is the most of this map? What's the biggest state on this map?
Probably Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not south.
It's not south. That's what I've been saying. And then it cuts
All right.
off. North
I'm
Carolina.
gonna go revert back to my. I feel like
What did
I'm
I say? When
fighting
you
a
go
losing
down
battle.
95, the first state that feels completely southern is North Carolina. That's where the South starts. South Carolina is a whole nother. I mean, Florida doesn't even. Florida needs to be annexed.
Yeah.
South Carolina,
By who? Who should annex Florida?
Cuba. I
It doesn't matter.
I don't-
Doesn't matter. Give them to Canada too. With
All right.
North
So
Dakota.
I'm gonna go back to
don't know.
my other.
Does
hold
Maine
on.
exist?
Maine?
Have you been to Maine?
I hear Maine's not bad. But
I've never been to Maine.
yeah,
A lot of Pats
There's
fans
no
in
reason to
Maine.
go.
It's true. Everything that's in Maine, you can get in the three
What-
states.
what are you
that
gonna do?
below.
Maine is basically Montreal.
That's a hot take.
Montreal is basically France.
Yeah, that's a.
And no one
True
likes
take.
France. So no one
I
likes
like
Maine.
France.
You know what?
I liked France.
The funny thing about France, when I was little, we used to watch America's Funniest Videos, right? And they used to have this show called "What's with the French," or they had this little segment, and that like completely, like, besides the food aspect of France, because if you've ever had French bread like that, that hits different.
As
'Cause
someone,
there's no good
what-
food in America.
I'm just saying, as someone who's been to France,
But that
French bread it's great. It's not Italian. Man.
I'm going in the summer.
Okay,
so
I'll give you
I'll
that.
have a better opinion
Yeah.
then. But I really don't want to go to France.
Especially not now. They got all they're going batshit crazy up
Yeah.
there. The yellow.
I'm not even
vests.
going during soccer season. So what am I gonna do?
That's true.
yeah.
Where's the Women's World Cup this year?
France.
Is it really?
Oh damn. I can go to that. Go to the Women's World Cup. Do
Yo.
I really want to see women's
USA.
Is that this year?
I think
Yeah.
it is.
It's always the year after, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they won in.
As you can see, we're very prepared in this
We're
podcast.
very prepared
This
for
is
this.
the most prepared
Yeah, it's in
podcast
France.
of all. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is in France.
It's in France.
What are
There you
the
go.
dates it starts?
Yeah, let's figure this out. Let's get him tickets to.
Yeah.
You can be our reporter.
Maybe I'll meet Alex Morgan.
136 days.
That's a reason to go.
Yeah.
7
June.
June to 7 July.
Okay, I'm gonna be there end of June.
Dude,
So
You gotta go.
you gotta
bro.
go.
Yeah.
At least one. That's
I
like
gotta
a.
go to at least the one.
That's
way I
like
can
a. That's like a dream. I mean,
Yeah,
men's
men's
World Cup
World
is a
Cup.
dream,
Breaking
but
John's
I love-
dream
I
is
lo-
to go to the Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
I like watching women's soccer.
It's true.
What's wrong with that?
Because
It
our
is- it
country
is.
wins in that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. We do have.
We don't
like-
lose to
Also,
Trinidad
West-
and Tobago.
Oh,
West Ham's women's team is filthy. So
They're not as good as Arsenal's women's team.
yeah, Arsenal's women's team is probably the best.
This
Top
is
of the
not
league,
a topic
baby.
that we should be covering.
How are Crystal Palace's women's team?
I don't know, because women's club soccer is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Social justice warriors on the podcast.
What are the odds that all? How many subs are we pulling at now?
64.
What are the odds that however many of the 64 are pulling for the women's soccer movement, and they just come on and start bashing Chris?
Please don't unsubscribe. Please, ma'am.
He needs it. We need it.
I was kidding.
Nah, but I mean, there was a lot of interesting things going on in sports yesterday. We sat at the TV and watched for 6 hours,
Yeah.
7 hours.
Yeah.
Two OT games, Championship Sunday.
It was Drake's fault.
It was.
Obviously, Drake wore the sweatshirt with all the team logos on it, so
Yeah.
both games obviously went to overtime.
And the bottom. Did you see that? The bottom two lost. First the Saints lost. Then the Chiefs lost. And by that metric, the Patriots will lose next and the Rams will win.
What does that mean?
Well, if you see on the sweatshirt or the
I
sweater,
didn't see the
there's
sweatshirt.
there's the Saints logo. So
Was the Rams the last one?
yeah. So
Oh,
it was
okay.
the Saints
There we
logo, Chiefs logo, Patriots logo, and then Rams logo.
So there you have it. Go.
This should be the Super Bowl winner right here.
Yeah.
Go bet your house on the Rams. Rams. Are we taking money line or -1?
Go minus
So they could win by 2.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
I'll take Rams cover.
Yeah.
Do it now though.
We don't
before the
support
line.
sports gambling on this podcast. So we're just having this conversation.
Let's get to the dangerous waters.
But
I can't. My problem is that I can't actively root for the Rams, even though it's against the Patriots, because it's Stan Kroenke.
Well, guess what? In 2 weeks, when we're watching the game, you're going to be rooting for the Rams.
That's true. Stan Kroenke owns Arsenal. He's put legitimately no money into the club, and it irks me endlessly. And he's put like $5 billion or $1 billion or however many billions of dollars into the Rams, and they're like winning, and it's mind blowing. It's like, Stan, how about you do this for the team that makes you more money, and then you can make more money. And he's like, how about
did you just
Wait, who owns Arsenal?
did you just say that the Arsenal would make more money than the Rams?
global? Oh, they have a much bigger global presence.
NFL team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think an NFL team would make more money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
What's
so too.
what's the valuation of the Rams right now?
The Rams would sell.
The Rams would
The
sell
Rams
for a
would
lot
sell for
more.
at least twice as much as Arsenal would.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out. What's the valuation of the Rams? They're the fourth most valuable franchise in the NFL. And I'm curious.
2.9 billion.
2.9 billion? Okay. What's the
Arsenal's
valuation
going
of
to be
Arsenal?
under a billion.
3.2 billion now.
Okay.
Arsenal's going to be under a billion.
That's a hot take.
They'll be like 800 mil.
1.9 billion, which is in pounds, which means it's a little bit more.
When was this? As of March
I was
5th,
wrong, but it's still
2018.
less.
So wait, 1.9 billion pounds. So it should be more.
It's not more.
Is it? Oh, you're right. Oh no, it is more.
Yeah, it's 2.4.
All right, 2.4. I still think Arsenal has a much larger worldwide presence. They're like the fifth most followed club internationally. No, they're not. They're definitely top
Arsenal
10.
is less popular in the States than West Ham is. I looked this up yesterday.
Yeah, both are less popular than Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham's the most.
Tottenham
probably.
and it's like
Tottenham,
Tottenham, Chelsea. Is Arsenal really less followed than
Yeah.
West Ham?
Yeah.
Where's that? Let's look at that. I'm curious now.
We're so prepared for this.
Hey, this is a free flowing conversation. I like this. We definitely. So what do we got? It's 2017.
Close enough.
Yeah, whatever.
I can't
Let's
find
find
it.
this out.
I saw the
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
Because when I looked. Ooh.
Oh, okay, you
So
guys are-
Arsenal are the second British team.
TV Arsenal. Okay. Talk about something else.
All
while I'm
right,
looking
so
this up.
my whole thing is that Arsenal, I think, they probably bring in more revenue, but since Kroenke doesn't put any money in, because like Kroenke's put like $1 billion into the Rams, he doesn't put anything into Arsenal. If he
Why
put $1
would
billion
he?
into Arsenal, we would be valued more. We'd be.
Arsenal's not going to do anything with that money, though.
My mom is calling. Hello, mother.
You're alive.
I'm good. How are you?
Put her on
That
speakerphone.
volume's very loud, by the way.
Put her on
It
speaker.
was good. We're still going. Hey, you're on the. Wait a second. You're on the you're on the podcast right now.
Oh no.
She
You
goes,
know I
oh
had
no.
stage fright.
Oh, don't have stage fright. Don't worry. We're doing great.
So what do you think? Do you think West Ham or Arsenal is more popular in the United States?
West Ham, of course.
Duh.
course.
She's
Do you think
So
Virginia
knowledgeable.
is in the South?
Because I've never even heard of the other one.
How? Okay, and why have you heard of West Ham? Is it because John likes them?
Yes.
Okay, so
Christian,
then.
we're past that.
No,
Is
we're
Vir-
not
is Vir-
past that.
wait. Chris has a question for
Is
you.
Virginia part of the South?
Is Virginia part of the what?
The South.
I can't hear him.
The South.
Is it part of the South? Say no.
Don't say no. Say whatever you think.
Well, we're south of the Mason-Dixon line, but we're still pretty central.
Central.
I said
Yeah.
Mid-Atlantic.
Central.
Would you agree that it's Mid-Atlantic?
Yeah, that's what the AAA book says.
Exactly. AAA book. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Objection. Leading the witness.
AAA book knows everything.
Everything?
So now you've talked to two people that listen and that live in Virginia, and they both say that we're not part of the South.
All right. Whatever.
Christian is taking L's. Thank you
Oh, that was
for
good timing.
thank you for contributing to the podcast, Mom.
You're welcome, honey. So I could just talk to you later.
Yeah, I
just
will.
wanted to see how you were doing, and obviously you're safe and warm, so that's all that's important.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, there's like
Open the
2.5
window before
feet of
it's too
snow on the
windy.
ground.
Want me to open it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And we're like, it was 16 this morning, so people are not used to that around here. It's 28 right now. That's cold for
See,
a high.
there's an argument for it being in the South.
Yeah. Y'all are not acclimated to any form of temperature below, what, 60?
All right, Mom. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Places in the
Alright,
South
have
don't
a
get
good
below 30.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What'd you say?
If you're in the South, it's not going to be freezing temperatures.
Yeah. On the coast?
I don't know.
Freezing temperatures, 100% freezing temperatures. It won't go into the negatives.
Whatever. It's not South.
Anyway.
I can't even find this.
Okay.
I had a list, and
I'm of the opinion
West Ham was number 3 behind Man City and Man United.
that can't be true. It's
Oh no, Tottenham. They were 4 behind Tottenham, Man City, Man United.
Anyway,
Arsenal was
I'm of
Chelsea.
the opinion. Probably
What?
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
It was just based off of TV ratings because West
Oh,
Ham
you
is
can't-
always on TV here.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
Arsenal usually loses.
Uh,
So that can't help.
What place is Crystal Palace in?
Like 14th.
Okay, we're not talking to you.
You don't hear me trying to brag about Crystal Palace.
I would just say that I'm of the opinion that if Stan Kroenke invested the same amount of money into Arsenal as he did into the Avalanche and into the Rams, we would be valued more because he would have put.
Is he
$1
even
billion.
Arsenal's owner?
Yeah.
Isn't that Pep Guardiola?
No, you should have said Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp would have been better there.
No, it wouldn't have been.
Nah, Pep owns everyone.
Pep owns
Basically.
everyone
Okay.
except for Jurgen Klopp.
Who just beat Pep a couple weeks ago?
Crystal.
Crystal
oh, yeah.
Palace.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't own us. What do you do against Crystal Palace?
We tied you?
Yeah, you did.
We're still in what, 5th?
I don't know. Only West Ham could talk bad about Crystal Palace.
West Ham. That was a super ugly game. That Crystal Palace game. It's like 3-2, but like West Ham kept giving up goals right after they scored them.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it.
Yeah.
I'm flashing back to the Liverpool game. I don't want to go
4-0 at half or what?
No, it
Was
was
it
4-1. We
Yeah.
scored in like 3 minutes,
Wow,
and then they
big
scored.
difference.
They scored 2 goals like 10 minutes in the 10 minute
yeah.
span after that, and they just.
So we're gonna go to. The plan is we're gonna go to Little Caesars tonight, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have never been to Little
Never
Caesars?
been.
Never experienced. And the reason why we're going to Little Caesars is Chris and I are sport management students here at Syracuse, and there's a project in our class for sales and sports management. And the project entails, it's like a class-wide thing. We have to decide on a sponsor to represent the entire class, so like a Pepsi or a Gatorade or
Or a
Microsoft.
Little Caesars.
Or Little Caesars. So Chris, we are known in the class as the Little Caesars Caucus. We've got 8 people?
Not even.
Not even. But we're loud, and by we I mean me, because I keep arguing with the girls behind us.
Yeah, I'm not really the loud type.
Chris is kind of strong, silent, speak softly, carry a large stick for hitting people with.
Yes.
So we are vicious.
Chris kind of makes you he makes you feel stupid. Like you try to make people feel stupid, don't you?
Yeah, I just like people. That's what I do.
Yeah. So anyway, we're trying to get people to hop on the Little Caesars hype train, but we also want to try Little
Yeah,
Caesars
because
to make
I've
sure.
never actually had it. It just popped in my mind for some reason, so I suggested it, and now I'm on board. But if we go eat Little Caesars later and it's gross, I'm not sure I want them as my sponsor. So we got to see.
We got to figure out what exactly we want to do with this.
Okay, we had a Little Caesars in Charlottesville for a little bit, and it's cheap
And it's hot and ready.
and it's hot and ready.
So,
that's all.
you know?
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's good.
I could think of worse pizza. Like
But-
expensive and not hot and ready.
But that brings up a good point. I mean, PMT. Pardon my take. PFT is the best one on there, by the way.
Yeah.
PMT does this like Mount Rushmore thing, whatever. What were you gonna call?
Yeah,
our
like a
version?
draft or something.
Draft, yeah. So, I guess we could just do our. We'll steal
We'll call it draft of the week.
Mount Rushmore for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure out draft later, but you put, and we can repeat too. So
Do we each
Pizza
have our own
places,
list, or
though.
we agree on a?
no, we each have our own
Okay.
list.
Okay, so now this is gonna be. We have to figure out: are we doing local? Are we doing chain? Are we
We're doing chain. 'cause
Okay, chain.
The only one because people don't know about
local? Yeah.
local.
And no one
I'm sure
here-
Jersey pizza's.
Are
like,
we only
very
doing
good.
pizza though? Because we're not. There's not enough.
I mean,
chain pizza
Chicago
places.
pizza is better than New York.
We're not
pizza,
starting
but
this argument right now. We're not. I will not.
That's
Chicago
something you're
pizza
gonna
is
lose.
better. Than, oh
Chicago
my
deep
gosh.
dish pizza
Yes,
is
it's-
overrated.
First
It's
of all,
not overrated.
First of all,
It's
not,
good.
Hold on.
But yeah, it's not real
It's
pizza.
not pizza.
It's not.
It's
But
not
whatever
pizza.
it is, it's better.
It's like cheese.
If it's
pie.
not pizza, then it's better.
Okay, hold on.
It doesn't have to be pizza
see,
to be better.
See, I'm gonna be fair here. You need the two other people from Chicago, from Lindenhurst, Illinois, from Chicago to help you out with this ridiculous stance you're taking.
I don't have to have any help.
How many
You're
times
gonna
have you had
lose.
New York pizza?
Yeah.
I've had New York pizza
New
several
York-
times.
New
And I've
York
had Chicago
pizza.
pizza once, and I was.
Was it from New York? Were you in New York?
Yes,
Were you
I
in?
was in
Had
New
you been in
York.
New Jersey?
I have not been to New Jersey. I have not had New Jersey pizza, but you can say that New Jersey pizza probably doesn't matter, right?
No.
Exactly.
Nothing in New Jersey matters.
Yeah.
So
I think New Jersey
Anything-
has the highest
anything
concentration of
outside of
Italians.
see, that's a
Rutherford,
surefire
New
way to
Jersey?
lose an argument is to
What?
bring up Jersey.
Yeah. No one's gonna support you with that. And there's not even a reason for it. It's just Jersey sucks. For no reason. It's just a thing though. You have to accept that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Anyway, deep dish pizza is not pizza.
It's good.
It doesn't matter if
It
it's
might
not
be good
pizza.
in it.
It's better. You know
it's
what? I
not
can get
better.
on board. I can get on board with the not being pizza.
Okay, so you admit
Because-
that it's not pizza.
Yeah, but whatever it is, it's better than New York pizza.
It's not
No,
better.
it's
They're,
not.
they're both
It's just
good.
like
One's-
lasagna is better than both of them. We can agree
That's
on
a,
Where are
that.
you
that's
getting
a
the lasagna
hot
from?
take.
Because
That's a
Chicago
hot
pizza
take.
has been compared to lasagna before.
Okay, but where are you getting this lasagna from? Because it's easy to some lasagna and then it's not good.
That's true.
Home cooked lasagna is better than anything else. You can agree with that.
Hey.
You've said that. You have said that. Don't tell me
I was
lasagna
eating
isn't better
lasagna.
than New
Who's
York
cooking?
pizza.
Because if I'm home cooking this lasagna, trust me, it's not going to be good. So I don't know.
Why cooking this? Is my grandma
if you go
cooking
to
this?
any Italian restaurant not named Olive Garden, because that's not real.
That's not an
that's
Italian
not real
restaurant.
Italian.
Why are you hating on OG?
I like Olive Garden, but it's not real Italian.
They have like unlimited breadsticks.
It's just like I
Yeah,
like.
they
It's,
do.
just,
I've
never
it's,
actually
it's
been
like
there.
I like.
Not in a while.
I haven't been
so.
Olive Garden in a minute.
I like Chipotle, but it's not real
Yeah. Okay, that's
It's
fair.
Mexican.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But I like
You gotta go to some
Chipotle.
New
I like
Brunswick.
Olive Garden. It's not real
Yeah,
Italian,
definitely.
Okay.
right?
So circling back, you've admitted that deep dish is not pizza. We have that on record.
I can say that deep dish is not pizza.
Okay.
I think it's pizza, but I can see where you're coming from.
Whatever it is, it's good.
It's good. We're not
just-
denying that it's
I'm
not good.
I'm not sure it's as good as New York
It's
pizza.
not New York pizza.
New York pizza is cardboard, though.
Oh no,
What do you mean?
you're
I mean, I
You're going
like
there.
floppy pizza. I like floppy
you're
pizza.
going there.
Yes. There's like no crust on New York pizza. Have you've never had butter crust Chicago pizza, have you?
No.
I don't know what that means.
It's the best. Oh my god. Can we all agree that crust makes the pizza?
That's true.
Right? Crust makes the pizza,
here's,
right?
Here's my
Yeah.
here's my opinion on this. And
The
this,
best crust is the butter crust at
hold on.
Illuminati's.
This is important. This is important. Here's my opinion on the whole crust makes the pizza thing. You can all the other ingredients, right? Like if you cheese and if you sauce that will ruin the pizza. If you crust, it can ruin the pizza, but it can also not make sense not make it any awful.
the pizza could
Depending
still be
on
good
how-
if the crust is
Yeah.
not.
right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I
But
think
a
that-
but a crust makes or breaks a pizza.
We need to have a
We
car
can-
here, because then we could just do road trips and actually compare these.
Yeah, I would say you know what? I'm actually going to disagree with you. I don't think the crust can, but it's one of here. There's 4 things that I think can make or break a pizza: the cheese, the sauce, the crust, the physical crust around, and then the crust underneath, the bread underneath. That if that thing is like soaked through with oil, and the pizza just like goes down like it's
Yeah, that's no good.
It's over.
Get rid of it.
it's done.
That's what I'm saying. So when you go
You
to
said
Chicago,
all New York pizzas like that.
I'm not saying all New York
'Cause
pizzas
that would
like
be
that. I'm
untrue.
saying that it could.
It could be okay.
It's
and-
more likely to be like that.
Where are you
If you
eating
ha-
pizza? Maybe if you get pizza in Charlottesville, Virginia,
We got Christian's Pizza in Charlottesville, Virginia. Shout out Christian's Pizza.
just because it has
That,
my
that
name
place
doesn't mean it's
actually is
good.
pretty good. It is New York style, so I'll agree. Christian's Pizza in Charlottesville is good, but I'm not saying New York pizza is bad. It's very good.
What's that place in
I'm
How I
ju-
Met Your Mother where Ted and Marshall drive to Chicago for pizza? What's that place called?
It's a fake.
I know it's
Lou
fake.
Malnati's is the big
Okay.
Chicago
But even
pizza
in the
place.
show, they go
I
to
had-
Chicago for pizza and it's bad. What does that tell you?
Yeah, John. What does that tell you?
It's a fake show.
Look, it's a good show, so it's got to mean something.
This is a hot take. These are hot takes coming out everywhere. I will tell you, you guys, you can't say that Chicago pizza is better than New York pizza because New York pizza has a higher ceiling than Chicago pizza does.
That also didn't help my argument just now because they live in New York and drive to Chicago to eat pizza.
Yeah.
So
Regardless,
I'm just gonna
the ceiling-
forget How I Met Your Mother.
the
for now.
ceiling for New York pizza is so much higher than Chicago pizza. New York pizza can be the best food on the planet. Don't tell.
Oh my god.
Am I getting support here, or am I talking? out of
I
my
agree
ass?
with you. I could have like 25 slices of pizza.
Have you ever
Still
had
like
Frank
it.
Pepe's pizza?
Yeah,
That is.
that's. Some
You
good
know
shit.
what?
That's not just New York though.
That's not just
more
New
of a
York.
chain.
How about this?
Yeah, but it's there's
only
like
a
two
few
of them. There's
I
two
think
of them.
Two or three.
Two or
yeah.
three.
How about this? When we go,
Frank Pepe's pizza is better than anything with Illuminati bullshit
Yeah,
will ever put out.
that's good pizza.
Shout out Frank Pepe's pizza.
when we play Rutgers
Yeah.
next year,
You want me to take you to the best place?
we're all gonna go to the game,
Okay.
and you take us to that
Okay.
place, and then I'll judge.
Okay.
All right? How about
Frank
that?
Pepe's is in Connecticut, isn't it?
There's one in Connecticut.
There's one in Connecticut.
Yeah,
That's where
there's-
we go.
There's one in Boston, I think.
Yeah, it's on the way. It's on the way to. It's from my house to Boston. I wonder. Wait, can you look up where exactly that is? Because if that's
'cause
like
when I
on
was
our way down.
Driving home from Boston one time, I stopped there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So good. It's huge.
When do we
too.
play Rutgers?
Next year?
In
Yeah,
basketball?
yeah, we play at Rutgers next
Well, that's
year.
a long time
Yeah,
away.
look, you-
There's
can get
one in
behind that.
Yonkers.
Yeah.
We can go to the one in Yonkers.
Okay. It is the best pizza on the planet.
Yeah, it's up there.
I mean,
It's up there.
I would say in the United States, it's probably top, 3, 2?
Yeah.
Top 3, but it ain't 1 because Lou Malnati's is 1. But well,
It's not pizza. It's also not better than Frank Pepe's.
Even if it is pizza,
It
it's not
still
as
wouldn't
good.
be. Yeah.
but that's the thing though. It's not.
It's soup pretending to be pizza.
Well, if it's not pizza, then stop bringing it up.
But it's better.
We're talking about Little Caesars, which is pizza. Well, none of your
I mean,
pasta
Little
garbage.
Caesars-
Calling Little Caesars pizza is a hot take.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'll put an end to it right now. We'll say that we've
We'll get back to you in a year.
we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure out. We'll do some tests. We'll bring some other expert opinions in, and we'll figure out. As of right now, my highest argument is that the ceiling for pizza, as evidenced by Frank Pepe's, is so much higher than the ceiling for that sauce soup in a bread bowl, essentially.
all right. Hear me out. This is the last. We're done with this debate.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it later, like a year from now.
Yeah.
But
We'll
When we've
definitely
all
remember
calmed
that.
down a little bit.
the last thing I want to talk about, because we're at about 40 minutes right now,
We
is
didn't even do our Mount Rushmore.
oh yeah, we didn't. Oh, well, we can do that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
we're
do
fine.
that.
We got time.
So, you want to go first?
I mean,
What
Domino's
are we
is
doing?
number
Only
one.
pizza? So we're
Chain-
just
chain
gonna have like
pizza.
2 because there's not that many.
We'll do a top 3.
Top 3 out of the big 3. We already talked about this.
Yeah, the big three is
Is Domino's,
Domino's,
Pizza,
Pizza
Hut,
Hut,
Papa John's. Papa John's is the worst.
Papa John's is the worst.
And
Domino's.
Domino's is number
Domino's.
one.
Domino's is the worst.
Okay, hold on.
Domino's is the worst?
Domino's is the worst.
No way, bruh.
You can tell how excited.
Domino's
You know
is the
what?
best.
I can't even tell. This thing is.
Maybe for just pizza, it's not the
What are we
worst.
doing here, John?
You can flip it around.
Okay.
See, this is how heated this is gonna get.
Look, maybe the pizza is not the worst, but if you want to eat anything else from Domino's, you're just not going to want to eat anything else from Domino's.
No,
just,
that's not
don't-
true.
just
Cheesy
don't.
bread. Cheesy
No.
bread. Don't get me started. Shout out
Okay.
Jake Staggard. Cheesy
Don't
bread.
eat chicken wings. Don't eat sandwiches. Don't eat pasta.
But this is
from
about
Domino's.
pizza. This
I know.
isn't about the.
Domino's does not
I know.
pretend. You know my thing about Domino's? Domino's does not pretend to be anything other than what they are.
Yeah, they
Pizza
do.
Hut-
They have,
Pizza Hut
They have
and Papa
commercials
John's-
saying we're more than just pizza.
Hold on a second and let me finish.
No.
At least they don't have commercials saying better ingredients, better pizza when they got the worst ingredients.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
but they have paid
Hold on.
branding.
So, and they had Oh, let's not go there. Anyway, Papa John's and Pizza Hut think they're better than what they are, and I don't like that. They think they're better than what drunk college kids order when they forget Domino's exists, and I don't like that.
Domino's
is
has
the
the
goat.
best crust.
Domino's is the goat. It does. Domino's is the goat.
has
for
the
the
all
bad
garlic.
three
pizza.
of them are pretty bad.
The garlic crust is
Arguably,
not
yes.
bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Domino's is what when I think, what did 15-year-old me want when I was, and this is, I'm bringing up an embarrassing time of my life. What did 15-year-old me want when we were in hotels at chess tournaments with my boy Jake Staggard? What was the go-to? What did we want? We wanted Domino's.
Yeah.
Because that is the best of the bad. The best of the worst is good. It's the
Oh,
so
it's
my
like Syracuse
top three.
basketball.
Yeah. My top three. We're going Domino's. We're going.
Pizza
Honestly,
Hut.
I can't even.
Papa
They're
John's.
tied for worst.
Papa John's is the worst.
No, it's
I haven't had Pizza Hut and Papa John's in a
Pizza
hot
Hut
minute.
is way.
Pizza Hut is the worst.
Pizza Hut goes way out of the box and does things that are just not good. Like Pizza Hut pasta and the buffet and stuff. I
Oh,
used
the
to go
pasta
to the
bowl?
buffet. That
I've
is
heard of that. All right, for that, so Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut.
And where's Little
I'm
Caesars
still
on
putting
this
Pizza
list?
Hut to 79.
They're all the way
so
down there.
fourth?
It's behind. I mean, yeah,
Fourth. Is there another chain?
I don't know.
Cece's? Is that
Cece's.
qualify?
Oh my. All right. Cece's sucks.
But it is
But-
all you can eat.
You get in for like $5 and it's all you can eat.
Yeah.
That's up there.
Places
Cece's-
like that don't
Cece's
do
has a
well
special
with me.
They have a
What?
special
Places like
consideration.
that don't do well when I show up.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause they don't.
They lose
get
money
the
when
bang.
Chris
I could
shows
eat
up.
like not many other people.
Yeah. You and me are.
Don't compare yourself to me. When
Oh, okay,
Don't
damn.
do it.
I would say I inhale a decent amount of food. You are
Sure,
on a whole nother
a
level.
decent amount, but yeah, I'm on another
I would
level.
say I eat for 2 or 3. You eat for 5.
Yeah, I eat for 2 or 3 and I'm not hungry.
Yeah. John's a little boy. He doesn't eat for too much.
All right.
I am only 5'6"
Yeah.
though, so I do eat for a small guy.
Push the
We
narrative.
love short kings on this podcast.
Just sit up real.
Shout out Cody Ko and Noel Miller.
How tall are they?
5'8".
5'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Your secret's out.
Yeah.
All right, so basically this list just established that chain pizza is not good.
And
I mean, we
Frank
all
Pepe's
knew
pizza
that.
is the best.
Frank Pepe's.
Best pizza in Charlottesville is Vocelli's. So that's
don't go to Charlottesville if you want to.
Best pizza in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
like-
out Bernetti's Pizza, by the way. That's my family pizza joint that's in Scranton. That
We
got
gotta-
name
we gotta
dropped on The
see that.
Office. So
I know. I'm actually shocked that an Italian whose family has a Chicago style or New York style pizza place,
Scranton style.
Which is
which
Different.
is
It's different.
how different. Okay, what's it most?
It's
similar
New
to?
York. It's
New
New
York.
But
would
the crust
openly
is like,
would on camera say that Chicago style is better.
Chicago style is better. I don't care. Sorry. You can annex me from the family.
Bernetti's, get your mans. Get your mans out of here.
Anyway,
It's not better.
I want to end this podcast by talking about sororities.
You better-
Maya,
we're on eggshells right now.
Maya
baby.
and Alyssa are rushing right now.
We're already on eggshells with this pizza conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
We are. I am really. You don't hang out with them enough to be on eggshells.
No.
Is there anything to say about sororities?
Let's wait until they
It's-
finish so we can. Like Margot Lee sees
Oh.
this and is like, oh well, we can't let them in. They associate with these hooligans.
Hooligans.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
definitely.
Hey man, dream big.
Uh,
Full send or no send.
yeah. All I said was that I have a documented problem with blondes. I'll just say that.
This is gonna be a good conversation
I have a documented problem with
blondes.
with liking blondes
See
that I shouldn't.
Margot Lee. See other people.
Margot's a queen. Stop.
Still blonde.
Stop that.
Still blonde.
Anyway, I've been trying to figure out for a long time how to stop liking blondes. I'm gonna get murdered for this.
I'm just
And-
it's like watching a train wreck. I'm just gonna sit back and
And
drink it in.
I found out, and I talked to him about this. I think the best way that I can think of to solve my blonde problem is spend a day in a sorority house. And then I won't like blondes anymore. Like you see,
Dude,
like you see,
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I would say that
I can do
the vast majority of blondes fall below the line on the scale.
yeah, I don't know.
It's just there's something in the blood. They're like
We're not discriminating against
Against
any group
anyone.
of people. I'm just saying I have a problem and I
Any
need
group? Hold on.
it. What?
Never mind. Forget it. I'm not gonna.
don't go there yet. This is episode 1.
I'm kidding.
All right. Let's end this here.
Anyway, yeah.
Before John gets himself into more trouble.
This is it's been fun. I don't know how long this
Yeah.
is gonna be, but if you've watched or listened this far, then you're probably hitting yourself on the head right now.
Or screaming at the computer, why? Why does he do this to himself?
But if you liked it, then subscribe. We're probably gonna do this more. This will probably be out Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna do this as a weekly.
Yeah.
Not a weekly thing, but we'll probably do this like bi-weekly and then a video. I don't know how we're gonna
figure
do
it
it
out.
yet, but we'll figure it out.
And hopefully we have a name by the time this is
Yeah,
out.
Yeah,
So-
drop names like we said. Drop name suggestions in the comments. We'll figure it out.
But for now, it's going to be called Dorm Talk, I think, off of the magnificent show Car Talk. But yeah, this has been Jonathan Danilich,
Christian Owens.
And Chris, you don't need to know my last name.
Chris last name redacted. Yeah, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and we will see you sometime in the future. And we are out for
Right.
this edition of Dorm Talk.
Thank you.